The presidential race is getting even bigger today as Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker becomes the 15th Republican to announce his candidacy. This comes after one of the most recognizable names in the race, Donald Trump, is using the prison escape of a drug-pig El Chapo in Mexico to keep up his heated rhetoric on immigration at the forefront of his campaign. Joining me now is Republican presidential candidate and former New York Governor George Pataki, the first to challenge Trump on his border policy, and we'll get to that shortly. I want to ask you about Scott Walker entering the race today, somebody who has tried to make governing in a Democratic state, in a bluish purple state, if you will, a top priority, saying he can bring conservatism to the race because he's made conservatism flourish in a state like that. How do you read Scott Walker, and how do you think he will do?
Well, I think he has been a successful governor. He got reelected in Wisconsin, which isn't an easy task, but I think there are a lot of governors out there, and it's going to be not just about your record. I'm proud of my record in the deepest blue state, but also about your vision for the future, and whether it's a vision domestically, a vision for the future of the country globally. We have yet to hear that.
And we'll certainly look to see where exactly the specifics come. Somebody who has been throwing a lot of ideas around, some specific, some not. Somebody from your home state, Donald Trump, said this over the weekend in Phoenix regarding immigration.
I don't blame the Mexican government. I just wish our people were smart. They're really smart doing that. They're sending them to us, and we're either putting them in jails or letting them go free, which is even worse. And by the way, they're coming from all over the world, including the Middle East. Why not? Come in, come on in. We're stupid, we'll take care of you, we'll pay. You get sick, we'll take care of your hospitalization. What kind of a plan do you want? So I had an idea. I think it's good. Every time Mexico really intelligently sends people over, we charge Mexico $100,000 for every person they send over.
I was in rural Virginia over the weekend, and I got to tell you, a few people came up to me and said, Donald Trump is really speaking to me what I like to hear. How long can the party, though, survive nationally if Donald Trump continues to suck up all this oxygen?
You know, Luke, I've heard that, too, from people, that Donald Trump has really hit a nerve, and isn't it good that he's out there? And my answer to that is that it is important that we discuss border security and controlling our border. It is absolutely a critical issue. But to demonize people like he did with the Mexicans who are here, and to go and say that the Mexican government is intentionally sending people here just doesn't make sense. But he is a promoter. He is a celebrity figure. You can't worry about what others do. You just focus on your ideas and your record and your vision, and that's what I intend to do.
You spoke up early. Should some of the other candidates speak up early against Donald Trump? And should the party, Reince Priebus, try? Obviously, we know of reports of a call, but should there be more of a groundswell to say, you know what, we can't have this? The Jeb Bushes, the Scott Walkers, the Marco Rubios really go for the neck here.
I would hope that every one of the Republicans seeking the nomination would stand up and say that demonizing Mexicans is wrong. You know, I had 4 immigrant grandparents from Southern Europe, from Eastern Europe, and they were demonized during their era. It's simply wrong. We want immigration that's legal. We want to control our border, but we have to respect those who have come here and obey the law and are working and contributing every day across this country.
Lastly, under the current rules of debate, you do not qualify. Donald Trump does. Is there a problem with that?
You know, I don't worry about the rules, Luke. When I ran for governor of New York, there were 3 million more Democrats. And was that fair? Right. You just play by what the rules are. Believe in yourself and your ability to lead and bring people together and fight the fight.
Governor George Pataki from New York. Buffalo Bills, the only team that does pay New York taxes. You said you're a Jets fan, but I think economically you're probably a Bills fan. Thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate it.